Iris. Will Ryan, or better known as DA Games' original music and story. What is it, and why should you care? Why do I care so much about it? These are all great questions that I will be answering here. In this video, I'll be going over the main 3 albums of Iris in order. Those being Heart of an Artist, Resurrection and Original, Dawn of the Demetrix, and Goliath's Throne. I won't be covering the actual story of Iris, but the real-world applications that each of the songs hold, as well as why they mean so much to me. Keep in mind, there are always other ways to interpret music and songs, so take this with a grain of salt. Not everything can be 100% accurate. Without further ado, enjoy this video essay on Iris. Now you may be wondering why the first album has 2 different versions. It's because a few years after its release in 2018, Will wanted to redo the album and do it justice with his new skills in creating music. And boy did he ever do it justice. What was my second favorite album quickly became my first favorite because of the Resurrection version. With that explanation out of the way, let's get on to the first track. Descending is a short intro into the album, telling its listeners it's time to descend into the eye of the beholder, or Iris. SOS talks about feeling trapped and betrayed, asking for help and a way out. The lyrics express frustration, desperation, and a desire for authenticity. In the real world, this song might resonate with people facing tough times, encouraging them to seek support and be resilient and aim for honest connections. It's a powerful message for anyone dealing with trust issues, emotional struggles, or feeling stuck in a difficult situation. Draw the Line is about standing up against oppression and negativity. The lyrics talk about overcoming challenges, rejecting hate, and reclaiming control over your life. The song encourages empowerment, setting boundaries, and declaring a commitment to cease conflicts. In real life, it could be an inspiring message for those facing difficulties, urging them to be resilient and take charge of their situation. As the Lights Go Out is about pretending to be okay in the spotlight while dealing with personal struggles. The song describes the challenge of maintaining a happy facade while broken inside. The artists express a longing for understanding, but ultimately the song conveys a sense of loneliness and a desire to be free from the act. In the end, the lyrics suggest a permanent departure, emphasizing the difficulties that may not be easily understood by others. This was the first Iris song I listened to when it came out all the way back in 2017. My favorite lines from the song are, "I have no soul, have no goals, have no promises, yet the mask is in the way." They mean a lot to me because I often feel like a hollow shell of a person and I'm just wearing a mask to hide it. Kings and Queens tells the story of a man and a woman facing tough times, but choosing to overcome their struggles. They decide not to harm themselves and instead find the strength to turn their lives around. The chorus celebrates them as kings and queens, symbolizing their triumph over challenges. In the end, the song emphasizes their collective strength and the idea that everyone has the potential for a powerful comeback. Why Do We Hold explores the emotional struggles of holding on to something or someone despite the challenges. The lyrics talk about making choices, dealing with intensity and desperation, and questioning the purpose of holding on. There's a realization that violence doesn't solve problems, and the speaker expresses a personal determination and vengeance. The song emphasizes the search for meaning and peace in the act of holding on. Some of my favorite lyrics of the song are "So That I Could Live to See You Again," because it emphasizes that feeling an emotion of torment trying to hold on to that thing or person, if only to see them one more time. This was the first song where I realized and appreciated how well violence could work in a rock song. Lost Now Found is about facing personal struggles, finding redemption through love, and the transformative power of support. The lyrics describe a difficult period, acknowledging the healing influence of a significant other. There's a plea for redemption and a belief in the strength of love to bring someone back from the brink. Despite internal struggles, the song expresses hope, emphasizing the journey from being lost to being found through love. This song went from one I didn't pay much attention to one of my favorites with the Resurrection version. The lyrics hold so much weight for me as I've grown to be the person that I am today from when I first listened to the original album. My favorite line from this song is, "The scars beneath the skin are starting to fade, but my body lies still scarred inside." It truly emphasizes just how much one person or thing can hurt you and how you can hide it from the outside world but still suffer internally. Too Dangerous is about facing internal struggles and betrayal by dark forces or from someone you trusted the most. The singer refuses to succumb to external pressures, expressing a desire for recognition. The chorus reflects on walking alone, feeling destined to be alone, and recognizing someone else is too dangerous. There's a warning against personal gain and a determination not to be tainted by malice. The outro expresses a struggle with the presence, finding it harder to breathe and see the end of the road, and a plea for the dangerous presence to leave. Originally, I thought the lyrics "There's peace in my fire" were "This may seem by far," which either or could work, but I appreciate the actual lyrics more. If I were to do a music video on this one, I'd have things that people have said to me that hurt me in some way or another flash across the screen with footage of me punching something. This is one song I would love to make a video for. Castle That Burns tells the story of a ruler or person who desires change but doesn't fully understand the cost. The consequences of their actions lead to the downfall of their regime. The lyrics condemn the person for their lack of empathy and emphasize the weight of responsibility for the suffering caused. The song portrays the crumbling of the ruler's foundation and the ultimate victory of those who oppose them. The outro reflects on the darkness and consequences that persist in the aftermath. This song is only in the Resurrection version of the album, adding to the story of the album and Iris. Completely unexpected and threw us all for a loop when it first came out. Castle That Never Dies has two very different versions. The first version is a story more so than a song, and is about a ruler facing problems in their kingdom. Instead of fixing things, they run away, find someone with similar problems, and accidentally cause destruction, then run from that as well. They learn from their mistakes, reflect on their journey, and are given a powerful tool to restore everything. The key message is about learning from challenges and not regretting the past, learning to stay on your own path, even when greeted with a new life. The Resurrection version emphasizes the strength of the surviving community, declaring they won't be defeated, and proudly stating, "We are the castle that never dies." Together, the original and Resurrection versions convey a message of resilience and overcoming challenges. You're Just Making Us Stronger is about facing challenges with strength and resilience. The narrator talks about learning from hardships and becoming stronger. They express the idea that difficulties only make them more powerful, emphasizing the importance of moving forward despite setbacks. The song encourages asserting oneself and proving others wrong, ultimately conveying a message of overcoming obstacles and growing stronger through the journey. Heart of an Artist, my favorite song ever. This song conveys a powerful message about embracing creativity and resisting those who would try to diminish it. The lyrics describe the challenges artists face, such as having their works dismissed or criticized. The artist is encouraged to stand up for themselves, express their true feelings, and not be swayed by negativity. The chorus emphasizes the artist's independence and determination to break free from constraints, breathe new life into their passion, and overcome the challenges they encounter. The song celebrates highlights the resilience and strength of the artist's heart. My absolute favorite part of this song is the bridge. It's a beautiful message and portrays how I often feel perfectly. Overall, it's a beautiful song, and the resurrection version is even better than the original.
Treat them as they will treat you. They came to help our souls, deliver a smile through the toes. Isn't that what you would do?
Ascending is the outro to this amazing album, and is about overcoming challenges and moving from darkness to light. It talks about finding a cure and holding it high for freedom. The outro reflects on the cycle of darkness and light, suggesting that journey involves experiencing both. My favorite line from this one is, "The only way we can climb is by being brought back down again."
Such is the day we finally ascend from the iris.
Dawn of the Demetrix was originally supposed to come after the Goliath's Throne album in the story, but Will felt like there was too much left unexplained, so this album was set between the two albums that already existed, and really kicked off the story of Iris and made it what it is today. A lot of the songs were made with the story in mind, but still have plenty of real-world applications. With that being said, let's get into my second favorite album. Dawn is the intro to the album, and is more than just a brief intro getting you ready for the album. This song throws you into how heavy this album will be without warning. Dawn is like a personal anthem for anyone going through tough times. It encourages listeners to learn from their mistakes, tap into their inner strength, and embrace a fresh start. The song inspires resilience and motivates individuals to face challenges with hope, reminding them that they have the power to create a better future for themselves. Rock Bottom talks about a family and chaos, with a betrayed father and a broken dynamic. The lyrics express a desperate desire to escape, possibly through substance use. The chorus emphasizes hitting rock bottom and feeling close to despair. There's vivid but metaphorical imagery of violence within the family. The song also touches on loneliness, obsession, and struggle for identity. Overall, it paints a picture of a challenging, almost inescapable situation, capturing the emotional complexity of personal struggles. Demetrix is one of, if not my favorite from the album. It explores the creation of a powerful weapon and the consequences of human actions. The lyrics touch on the theme of technology, power, and the moral ambiguity surrounding these advancements. There's a desire for control and dominance even at the cost of moral principles. The song suggests that humanity is shaping its destiny through its innovations, raising questions about the ethical implications of progress. Overall, it reflects on the impact of human creation on the world and the potential dangers associated with technology advancements. This has some of my favorite instrumentals from Iris. I had a dream where I played the guitar riff before the song was released and wanted to use it for a song, but couldn't explain how it went, nor could play it because I wasn't and am still not that great a guitar. When I heard the song, I was excited and disappointed that I couldn't use the riff. This song is also where the name Controlled Chaos came from. When listening to the song with my friends, I mentioned how the song is chaotic but controlled, and we came up with our band name. I'll Find My Way expresses feelings of being lost, guilty, and alone. The lyrics reflect on personal responsibility and the search for redemption. Despite facing challenges and feeling like just skull and bones, there's a determination to find a way, fly free, and overcome hardships. The song emphasizes resilience and the universal struggle to navigate through difficult times, echoing the narrator's commitment to finding a path forward. This song is a difficult one to talk about. The song is good, and I absolutely love it. It's what happened that inspired this song. During the horrific events of 2020, including the riots, the COVID outbreak, and so many more things, Will was not himself, and wrote the song as a suicide note. Luckily, Will is still with us to this day. This song paints a bleak picture of a world suffering from environmental degradation and human indifference. The lyrics describe a cold and soulless atmosphere where empathy is lost and destructive forces symbolized by the plague is taking hold. The chorus expresses a sense of hopelessness and silence, indicating a society in decline. The song emphasizes the negative impact of human actions on the environment, urging reflection on the need for compassion and positive change to prevent further damage to the earth. Biobond tells the story of a person trapped in a technological world, losing freedom and individuality. The lyrics describe the impact of being controlled by connected cords and the struggle against a society dominated by false information. The chorus speaks of returning home in a metaphorical cage, where technology attempts to restore the mind. The person longs to break free from this technological bondage, seeking release from a state of desperation and confinement. The song reflects on the consequences of a highly connected and controlled society, emphasizing the need for freedom and individual expression. This was the last song to come out before the album, showcasing just how heavy this album would be in its themes, instruments, and lyrics. Vengeance is a strong declaration against hypocrisy and injustice. The lyrics call out someone who refuses to admit their wrongs and highlight their cowardice. The song expresses a determination to make the wrongdoer face the consequences and seeks vengeance for the suffering cause. There's a vivid description of the insignificance of words colliding and the refusal to be paralyzed by chronic pain. The theme revolves around standing up against wrongdoing, promising retribution, and ultimately finding a renewed sense of strength in life. This song is one of the more powerful ones that makes you feel in control when you listen to it. Into the Beyond is about a journey into the unknown and overcoming challenges. The lyrics talk about the loss of light and a farewell to the past, symbolizing a change. The song expresses a desire to mend and move beyond skepticism, emphasizing a leap into the stars and lighting light. There's a hopeful reminder to make it on their own, and the chorus depicts a triumphant ride into the beyond. The bridge describes a launch into space, overcoming obstacles and being reborn. The overall theme is one of hope, resilience, and belief in a brighter future. Even going as far as to use the opposite of Rock Bottom's line, "We'll never make it out alive," changing it to, "And we'll all make it out alive." Mother Hive uses a creature called the Mother Hive to represent mental illness. The song encourages facing past struggles and finding strength within oneself. The Mother Hive is portrayed as a challenging beast, formed by echoes of difficult experiences. The chorus emphasizing holding on to love, bringing light to the world, and rising above difficulties. The bridge speaks to personal growth and empowerment through facing inner struggles. The overall message is about overcoming weaknesses, taming inner challenges, and reviving oneself for a new day. The song concludes with a sense of homecoming and self-awareness, advocating for resilience and unity in dealing with mental health issues. I'm Sorry is the first and only song as of recording this to have a featured artist. The feature is Lolia, who is one of my favorite vocalists. I'm Sorry is about feeling regret and seeking redemption. Will apologizes for causing pain and acknowledges the irreversible consequences of his actions. Lolia adds perspective, emphasizing the ongoing process of healing and recognizing human imperfections. The chorus is a heartfelt apology for past mistakes and burning bridges. The bridge explores the complexity of relationships and shared responsibility. The final chorus reflects a sense of liberation and personal growth, and the outro will reflects on mortality and the struggle of existence despite the apology. The overall narrative suggests a journey of growth, forgiveness, and seeking a better path. In this case, Will could be the listener, apologizing to a person of significance, as portrayed by Lolia, seeking forgiveness and yet still feeling responsible for their wrongdoings. This song is a really deep and meaningful one that I often listen to when in a depressed or sad mood.
There's a longer road ahead of you. Healing has begun. From the first mistake you had to fly, you're going to stay. Overcome everything to become anything. At the cycle that defeats your only refrain.
Peace Be Thy Name serves as the outro to the album, expressing themes of overcoming challenges and finding peace. The lyrics emphasize the journey to self-discovery, breaking cycles, and rebuilding from adversity. The chorus reflects the idea of achieving freedom and inner strength. The post-chorus suggests reflection without regrets and embracing the passage of time. The bridge calls for unity, washing away pain and inhaling a new cycle. The spoken outro encapsulates a message of gratitude for the enduring spirit and warns about the responsibilities that come with the newfound powers. Overall, the song conveys a sense of triumph, growth, and the pursuit of peace. We Will Reform is a bonus track in the deluxe version of the album. It talks about facing challenges with optimism and unity. It describes a world in confusion but encourages standing together to break barriers and survive tough times. The lyrics express the belief that despite attempts to erase or diminish, they will reform and stay strong. The song emphasizes holding on to inner strength, facing challenges, and enduring. The outro expresses willingness to face challenges and hope for a world embracing peace. In essence, the song conveys a message of resilience, hope, and the ability to reform despite adversity. Biotide is the second bonus track in the deluxe version. Biotide describes a dark future where people undergo harmful technological experiments, losing their freedom and individuality. The lyrics depict the violent and oppressive nature of this experiment, turning individuals into controlled slaves. The chorus emphasizes the difficulty of resisting this technological influence, and the breakdown intensifies this sense of helplessness. Overall, the song narrates a grim story about the negative impacts of technology on personal autonomy and a dystopian society. In my opinion, the biotide is social media, stripping us of our freedoms and putting us in our own bio bonds, unable to escape its clutches no matter how much we squirm, scream, or plead. It's a grim but sad reality. Goliath's Throne is the last album I'll be talking about, and probably my least favorite out of the three, but that's not to say that it's not still very, very good, and will always hold a special place in my heart. A lot of these songs are fantastic, and truly meaningful and moving. It's just the other albums hold more weight for me in their instruments, lyrics, and meanings. With that being said, let's get into the final album of Iris. Havoc Be Thy Game seems to talk about personal growth, overcoming challenges, and finding unity despite difficulties. The lyrics suggest that going through tough times can lead to positive change. There's also a theme of embracing individuality and taking control of one's life. Overall, the song encourages people to face challenges, appreciate diversity, and take charge of their own destinies. It is also a continuation and a smooth transition between Dawn of the Dominatrix and the Goliath's Throne albums. Peace Be Thy Name, Havoc Be Thy Game.
It's just another day I'm hiding in the water.
Hibernation talks about time for oneself to find solace and heal from pain. The lyrics express the challenges of dealing with the inner struggles, seeking inner peace, and warning that the person will change after this process.
The sin of the hibernation.
It also touches on confronting chaos and deception, emphasizing resilience and triumph over difficulties. The song encourages self-acceptance and moving forward without blaming oneself for past scars. In real life, it reflects the universal experiences of seeking healing, personal growth, and overcoming challenges. I Am the Animal explores themes of identity, assertion, navigating challenges, the need for personal space, societal critique, fighting for justice, and empowerment. These themes can resonate with real-world experiences of self-discovery, resilience, and standing up against injustice. Corporate Pain explores themes of resistance against consumerism, frustration with corruption, the rejection of social expectations, empowerment through resistance, and social commentary on contemporary issues. The song may appeal to individuals who question mainstream values and advocate for ethical and individualistic living. Cold Man talks about feeling frustrated and emotionally distant. The lyrics express a refusal to conform to societal expectations about showing emotions. The song critiques insincere communication and encourages authenticity. It also emphasizes empowerment through setting boundaries and standing up for oneself. Overall, it's about dealing with emotions in a world that often expects a certain response and asserting independence and authenticity in the face of societal pressures. All this to say, it's basically a middle finger to the world. Trojan is about survival, the struggle for freedom and facing challenges, symbolized by a virus and the Trojan metaphor. It delves into inner conflicts, deception, and the acknowledgement of mortality. Despite these challenges, there's a theme of resilience and enduring through difficulties, inspiring listeners to face their own struggles with strength.
Is anyone there? The eyes.
Surveillance is about feeling constantly watched and controlled. The lyrics express a strong desire to resist the surveillance and take control of one's life. It mentions sacrifices made and the deceptive intentions of those monitoring. The song encourages breaking free from this control, seeking escape from oppressive environments, and finding empowerment through silence and non-compliance. It resonates with the idea of reclaiming privacy and freedom from constant observation. Bloody Ether talks about a very important subject to me, which is suicide because of the internet. The song delves into challenges and struggles individuals face, particularly related to mental health and the influence of the internet. The lyrics encourage reaching out for help, questioning the purpose of past actions, and seeking clarity to overcome negative feelings. There's an acknowledgement of ongoing struggle and a call to unplug from harmful influences, emphasizing the importance of holding on and finding hope for recovery. My favorite line from the song is "I can't help you if you don't reach out," stating how it's not always obvious someone needs help and encourages people to reach out for help more often. You're Better Off revolves around facing challenges and feeling alone. The narrator encourages moving forward and believes that both they and others will be fine despite difficulties. There's a theme of support, offering a helping hand and expressing optimism about the future. The overall message is that things will be okay, that being together is valuable, and that no one is truly better off without you, because there is only one of you. Every one of us has our own uniqueness to bring to this world.
We will not be moved by the coroner. We are given one shot at life, and it's now or hide and conquer.
Override and Conquer is about resistance, empowerment, and taking control of one's destiny. It rejects submission to external forces, emphasizes the urgency of acting now, and encourages resilience and empathy. The lyrics describe a united front against oppression, question the choice between light and darkness, and betray a scenario where democracy has disappeared. The overall message is to stand strong, overcome challenges, and not bow to external control. Omen Child tells a story about a character called the Omen Child, who rises to power and becomes a threat to the state. The lyrics convey a sense of chaos and uncertainty, with a search for belonging and understanding. In a real-world context, it could symbolize the emergence of disruptive forces, challenging existing powers, structures, and the consequences of unchecked authority. The song may serve as a cautionary tale about the impact of ignoring warning signs and the need for collective understanding in the face of challenges. Testify the Modern Eye urges facing challenges, embracing truth, and learning from mistakes. It encourages picking up the pieces, pacifying fears, and working together with others to move forward. The lyrics also emphasize taking control of one's power, overcoming denial, and rectifying past mistakes. The bridge expresses unity and growth, with a hopeful outlook for a brighter future. In summary, the song encourages acknowledging truth, learning from mistakes, and moving forward collectively. Goliath's Throne, the main theme of this album. Goliath's Throne tells a story of revenge and strength. Goliath, the protagonist, is determined to fight against those who have wronged him. The lyrics convey a sense of power and invincibility as Goliath takes control of the throne and seeks retribution. The song emphasizes themes of defiance and overcoming challenges. Overall, it's an intense, triumphant expression of standing up against adversity, and at the very end, Goliath displays this, screaming over and over again, "You cannot tame me, I am invincible." Going Away talks about someone who has faced difficulties, accepted their fate, and feels isolated. The lyrics express a desire to reunite with loved ones and a recognition of the consequences of the past actions. The narrator emphasizes the idea of doing time, suggesting a sense of being confined or facing the outcomes of their choices. Overall, the song reflects on the challenges and finality of the narrator's journey.
I'm coming back, so keep looking above. I'm doing time behind bars.
Finally, why is Iris important to me? Well, it's because whenever I'm at my lowest or I'm at a loss, I listen to these songs and feel empowered. They say everything I feel for the most part. I want to share Iris and Will with as many people as possible because Iris has gotten me out of the toughest times of my life. I found Iris when I was at one of those points, when it was just the Heart of an Artist album and a handful of tracks from Goliath's Throne. I've watched Iris grow as I've grown. It's made me who I am today. I make these drawings. I make these music videos to share these songs with more people and push myself creatively, as well as put whatever it is I feel into them, and hopefully that caused just one more person to start listening to Iris. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you couldn't tell, I'm very passionate about music, especially Iris, and that's for a good reason. I always want to share Iris with more people, even if it's not exactly their music. Iris has a lot of meaning, a deep story, and a fantastic person writing it all. And yes, I meant to say person. If you're unfamiliar with Iris, then you don't know that everything you just heard was made by one person, as well as most of the visuals were made by him. I made this video to say everything these songs mean to me and how important they are to stop myself from making more music videos of them.
And because it was a college assignment.
I hope you all enjoyed it, and to Will, if you ever watch this, or if I ever get to meet you in person, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for maybe seeming too over-obsessive about your music, and thank you for making these songs, even if you weren't in the best of places. These songs will live with me forever.